Before eating to Jey Uso's theme music, we used to vibe to this. You may know Mark Henry as the sexual chocolate, as the powerhouse of the Nation of Domination, for his Hall of Pain run, for showcasing some incredible feats of strength, for even faking his retirement. Or you may know Mark Henry as the father of this. 30 years ago in 1996, when Mark Henry made his debut in WWE, people were wondering who is this big guy lifting Jerry Lawler with ease and slamming him. Little did they know that Vince McMahon had got his hands on a prodigy before turning him into a comedy act. Mark Henry, before WWE, was an absolute freak of nature. During his freshman year of high school, Mark Henry could already squat 600 pounds, which was way above the school's record. At 18, he was dubbed as the world's strongest teenager by the Los Angeles Times. By the time he finished high school, the future sexual chocolate was a 3-time Texas state champion with state and national records in all 4 powerlifting categories: the squat at 832 pounds, the bench press at 525, and the deadlift at 815. People think, oh, he was strong, then he went to WWE. Wrong. Before WWE, Mark Henry had to fail on the biggest stage of all. The real story began after he transitioned from powerlifting to Olympic lifting following the advice of his coach. With just 1 year of training, he qualified for the 1992 Summer Olympics. He finished 10th. Now I can hear the comments typing already. 10th place? Hurry, that's a flop. Kurt Angle won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck. 10 months before the 1992 Olympics, Dragomir Kiroslan, the coach under whom he was training, a bronze medalist at the 1984 Summer Olympics, said that he had never seen anyone with Mark Henry's raw talent. Qualifying and participating in the Olympics and representing your country is the highest form of achievement. Medals are a bonus, of course, but at 19, being labeled as the best in the country, that's an incredible feat in itself. Before the comedy gimmicks and long before the Hall of Pain, Mark Henry wasn't just playing a character on TV. He was legitimately a monster. He again qualified for the Olympics in 1996, proving that his first qualification wasn't a fluke. But due to his injuries before the competition, he couldn't perform at his best. But the records he has set in powerlifting, no wrestler in the WWE could ever come close. Snatch at 397, clean and jerk at 485, squat at 953, bench pressing 551, deadlifting 904. I mean, these records are just insane, and all these records are drug tested, which is why this total is often cited as one of the most insane all-round strength feats ever. The non-competition records are even more insane, which you can pause and see on your screen. Mark Henry was in his prime doing powerlifting, and he voluntarily walked away in 1997. He was the only tested lifter at the time to lift 900 plus pounds, both squat and deadlift. He didn't need PR to bill him as the world's strongest man. He already was the world's strongest man when he got into the WWE in 1996. And here's something you didn't know about. Mark Henry stands as the first developmental talent for WWE when they signed him in 1996. And his contract was unique in many ways. It allowed him 3 months off each year from wrestling so that he could train for the national and world championships in weightlifting or powerlifting. And in 2002, Mark Henry silenced every doubter he ever left at the Olympics. He participated in the first ever edition of the Arnold's Classic Strongman in 2002. This one-of-a-kind strongman competition included several strongmen like Andy Bolton, a deadlift world record holder, Phil Pfister, a future world's strongest man, Raymond Bergmanis, and Sven Carlson, the reigning world's strongest man capable of lifting 1,000 pounds. Mark Henry entered the competition as a sports entertainer. They thought he was a joke until the Apollon's wheels. Until 2002, the Apollon's wheels was lifted by 4, just 4 in the whole world. Enter Mark Henry. In just a couple of minutes, Mark Henry entered the record books as the 5th man to lift the wheels and arguably the first man to dominate them. He shocked the world by defeating the reigning world's strongest man and won the first ever Arnold Strongman Classic. It was after this World's Strongest Man win, WWE really embraced his size and strength. In wrestling, everything is a work, but this video exists to prove that for once, Vince McMahon was telling the truth. Mark Henry was the world's strongest man walking on God's green earth, and he was a sports entertainer half the time. To know how the great Khali was a monster giant before the WWE, click this video displaying on your screen. As usual, I am Hari from Wrestling Scenarios signing off, and I will see you guys in the next one.